Hello everyone and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph podcast. Today I'm at an art exhibition. I'm at an art exhibition here in my hometown, and I'm going to speak to the organizer. I'm just going to ask her a few questions. She's with me now. About this exhibition, what they're trying to achieve, and just a little bit more about the club that she represents. So I won't tell you anything, I'll leave it to her. She's very local to this area, so she'll be telling us in her own accent more about what they're trying to achieve here. So let's go and talk with her. So with me here is Karen. And Karen, I'd like to begin by asking you a little bit about what you're trying to achieve here.
Okay, we are a group of photographers, and we formed a collective in Paisley, and our whole purpose here is to try and positively promote Paisley in any way we can through the art of our photography. We also join together in trying to enhance our other skills, and we are finding that through the art of photography that we are managing to increase our abilities in other areas. Some people are going off to do cyanotype work and also screen printing and card making.
Oh, that's great. That's lovely. Now, looking around your stall there, you've got plenty of things that you're selling, but you mentioned that the main focus is photography. So how many people are in your photography group or photography club?
So it's a collective of 6 photographers, and we all came together after attending a community workshop in Paisley about 4 years ago, and we decided that we were going to stay together and just support each other in our future endeavours in photography and try and learn from each other in the art.
Right. Now, the way you described that makes it sound like photography or the photography club might be a little bit unusual for this area. Were you the first photography club, or do you think photography is quite unusual around here?
Well, there's this very established photographic society in Paisley. It's one of the oldest in Scotland, but it's a slightly different format from how we operate. They concentrate solely on improving their photographic skills, while we concentrate more on the community aspect of photography and trying to make it accessible to the people of Paisley.
Oh, how lovely. It sounds like quite a challenge. Historically, Paisley, of course, was a very strong working town, whereas now there isn't so much industry. So is a lot of your photography about the preservation of the memory of the town?
Well, I'd like to think that some of it is based around that. It's based around the heritage of the town. We're very fortunate to have very many buildings in Paisley which have a lot of historical interest and stories attached to them. But we are also very keen to promote the town in keeping it alive, because like most of the towns in Scotland, it's suffered very much from the shift away from the industrial, and a lot of places have closed down, a lot of out-of-town shopping malls exist, but we want to keep the spirit of the town alive, and we want to preserve as much of its history as possible. So a lot of that forms our goals.
Great. And in what way do you think creativity like photography and art can contribute to peace generally in the town and in people's lives? Because a lot of people who live here would be very poverty-stricken or may have personal problems. Do you think creativity can help with that on a personal level, not only in displaying your photography, but also the idea of taking the pictures?
Yes, I do think that somewhere along the line, everybody has creativity in them, and I don't think that is related to your personal circumstances. So, for instance, we have what we call a photo fence exhibition at the moment on the gates of Barshaw Park in Paisley. It's simply A4 photographs of the town that we've laminated, and to me that makes it accessible for people to go and see that and to think for themselves, I could do that, I could inspire other people by doing something as simple as this. And in actual fact, what has happened at the gates of Barshaw Park is we had an exhibition last year, and since that exhibition, strangely, the place has been kept a lot cleaner and tidier. So draw your conclusions from that. But it looks like people think to themselves, oh, here we are, we've got this nice space, we'll keep it good.
Well, that sounds really empowering. So looking around here today, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 9 tables. So can you explain more just about the bigger event here today? Because I know it's not just yourselves. There's one, I think, table or two which is yours. What else is happening? What's the idea of the event here?
Well, the event here today is the start of a month-long festival, I suppose you would call this, of events that are being hosted by the Butterfly Room in Paisley, and basically it's a feel-good month. Is what we're trying to promote. So we have some events on throughout the whole of Paisley, and this fair today is just one of those events. Amanda herself, who runs the Butterfly Room, has also organised a feel-good walk in Paisley, which will encompass going to Barshaw Park, viewing our little exhibition, going to the Peace Garden there, and there's also a community garden, so she'll just walk people into the town. All the events are free, and it just helps to promote community and for people to communicate with one another.
Oh, that's great. Looking around, it's certainly getting busy in here. Do you remember this building when it was the Co-op?
I do indeed. I came to work in Paisley myself. I'm kind of an infiltrator to Paisley. I'm a Glaswegian, but I came here to work in 1996 in Paisley, and at that time the Co-op building was actually a very big thriving shop. We also had Arnott Simpson's, which was another large shop in Paisley at the time, and it is a shame that obviously these kinds of shopping experiences have left the town, but the buildings remain, so it's great to see them repurposed as something else.
Yeah, a lot of these old buildings are repurposed as art departments, collectives, and used for creativity. So it's beautiful. I remember coming here with my grandparents. It was a clothes shop operated by the Co-op, and the Co-op grocer was in the other shopping centre, wasn't it? I think, if I remember
There's
correctly.
actually several buildings along the street here that were all owned by the Paisley Cooperative Society, which I suppose in a way it's a circle that we've went round, because obviously they expanded into all the commercialisation of shops, etc. And now it is all little communities who are coming together and trying to reinvigorate the town and the shops that are still in existence.
Oh, that's great. And finally, would you like to share your website with us so that people around the world can have a look at your photography?
Yes, we're very glad to have actually launched a website this year, and the address for that is www.picturingpaisley.com, and we would love for you to visit us. And we are currently trying to create a blog every few weeks for you to enjoy. So come and visit us, and we'd be very grateful to see you there.
Oh, that's great. Thanks very much, Karen. And that's all from me today. So I'll see you all again soon. Bye.